Doing good, thank you so much. When can you go home, Minaya? You have to stay until the end of the week. Okay. Let's go. Let's play Hogwarts Legacy. I heard there is a update for PC and Xbox, I think today. Hogwarts Legacy. PlayStation will be later this week. I really like our character. I think we look really cool. Golden nuts. You were working hard today? Tomorrow? Okay. Hello, Salina. Did you try to make some door puzzles? Relaxing times? And did you make it, Alien? Did it work out? Okay, continue. So, guys, let's go. Really happy that we continue today.
Hello there.
So,
perhaps you can help me.
Oh my god, you are loud. Hello, greetings. Yeah, we wanted to talk to Arthur Plumley. Okay, I make a quick overview. Also, last time we did go to Hogsmeade. It's this town here. And we did really almost all evening long, like, I don't know, 95%. We did just explore this place and did go in every shop which was possible. We could not go in all of them, but in most of them. We did collect lots of stuff. Not everything. We could not get this statues and we could not get this chest. But we got 31 or 55. Yeah. So and then we had to go back to Hogwarts. Yeah. Now we're here. Here we made some puzzle. No, not puzzle, but a small thing. A small puzzle and a little bit of exploring. Then we found him. Yeah, so I just stopped here so we can talk to him. So I don't get lost. 0 chest. Yeah, we could not open the chest. I found the chests, but they have an eye and jumping around and I can't open them yet. So I have to find out how. And then we have to find the chests again. I found also a lot of these chests here in the castle here, already, but no clue how we open them. It gives a lot of XP discovery stuff. Okay. Hallo Hexe. Hallo Logan. Hallo Mini Hexe. How are you doing? Okay, so let's talk to him.
Hello. Were you calling me?
I was, yes. Thought you might be interested in joining me for a bit of an adventure. Following a treasure map, to be precise.
Oh, yeah.
Slight respite from battling the odd troll, I should think. Asked Poppy if she'd be interested as well, but couldn't drag her away from her puff skein. I found 2 maps lying about, both leading to locations around Hogwarts. Care to have a look at one?
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds intriguing. I would say. Hello, Cyrone. I want all the loot.
Following a Hogwarts treasure map. Count me in.
Wonderful. Hogwarts fascinates me. You can keep whatever treasure lies at the end of your map. I'll be satisfied just knowing where it leads.
Oh, he has a bow tie. I also want one.
Where do you suggest I search first?
Based on a cursory review of your map, I'd suggest somewhere near Hecat's classroom.
Very well. I shall take a look if I can find the time.
Fair enough. Meet me back here if you find anything.
Oh yeah. Okay, but wait. We were in this classroom. There was this Nashorn. Okay, but several stuff, oder? Okay, so something. Nee, that was outside, oder? Outside. There's stairs oder so. There's a dragon. There's a door. Another thing. Pull on something. Oder so. Was? Oh my, that's a real... that's a real treasure thing. What? I have a strange voice in English? This guy? There's something called side quest. Except maybe they're called main quest. So much to explore. Nothing to worry. Okay, not really better then. Stage 1 logs. I found nice stuff yesterday night. Awesome. How was it with Mini Hexe when she could not go to the kindergarten? Oh, they are sleeping now. They were before playing here chess. Don't we have to go to sleep also? When it's dark? What is he eating? What are you eating? Don't eat stuff from the ground. Oh, the cat. Ew.
Revelio.
Ah, here's also such a door. Okay, wait. Okay. And the icons are the same. They're different numbers. Here. 6. I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would, but last time it did not work. I would have said we have to make... It's not even here. I would have said we have to make that one. So, my idea was that we have, for example, 4. Unicorn is 2, is 6. And then what do we... so wait, 2 question marks. So wait, here, 2 question marks. And then we need to have this one, then it's 12, right? So, und 3 und 0. Ach, 5. 2. Okay, Unicorn, oder? But last time it did not work, my idea. The unicorn? There is no unicorn. It's just an ugly spider. And don't tell me the solution. So, don't.
Revelio.
It's locked. Okay. Where did we have to go? God. We wanted to do something last time. Okay, we have to... Achso, genau, Professor. And then side quests. Okay. And it was, how should I say?
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
It was a nice catastrophe. Yesterday, when we had to walk all the way to the kindergarten back, it was exhausting. Oh yeah, I can imagine, yeah.
Revelio.
Oh wait, was there not something in his room?
Professor, do you have time to chat?
I always have time for my students. How may I help you?
I wondered if I might ask how long you've been teaching at Hogwarts.
Well, it's been what now? 7 swift years. Time does fly because we have fun. Essential in my opinion. An eager, positive, and confident mind is the most open to knowledge, I find.
Some of the professors may not agree with your approach.
Well, each of us has our own style, I suppose. Some in the teaching field believe that hard work and dedication are the only keys to success. But they forget what drives those things. If one cannot fathom why some would expend energy on gobstones, then one is blind to the enormous power of play.
And that's why you teach the way you do?
Precisely. I strive to be the sort of professor that I would have enjoyed in school. My experience was less cheerful.
That is nice. No, also, not nice that he had a bad time, but it's nice he tries to be better. So.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. It sounds as if your experience as a student was less than ideal.
Had I received a more traditional education, well, enough about my student days. You are here now, and it would be a shame if you didn't enjoy it.
I'll do my best, Professor. Thank you for the advice.
You are most welcome. Try to have a bit of fun today. Huh?
Was there also a lock? Yep. We need Alomora
Revelio.
to open the thingy.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
That's this one. Look at. He's sleeping. Oh, was here?
Protego.
Achso, nee.
Lumos. Levioso.
Oh, ho, ho! Aha! I did something! In question, just try to use all your spells. That's what I want to do. You can get 4 drops, CP. As always, you pick it, it will go more. You can have 4 drops in total. Oh, that's so cool! Are we in the astronomy tower? See? There's a galaxy. And stars. Pretty.
Revelio.
Oh, these are trolls, oder? Oh, look, they're dancing! Oh, they make ballet! Oh, nein, and he hits him! Oh, these are giants, I think, not no trolls. But you see? He hits him and hits, and the other 2 are dancing. Boom!
Revelio.
Tapestry of Barnabas the Barmy. The tapestry depicts the wizard Barnabas the Barmy's foolish attempt to train trolls. Oh, it was a troll. For the ballet. One can only imagine the impact on the art had he succeeded. Oh, that's really cool. Hello, Phoenix. How you doing? There, dude. Hello, Quantitic. He's so nice. Yeah. I dreamt that I painted the acrylic painting for the first time in almost a decade to make money for the PlayStation 5. And an art dealer came and wanted to buy it for what? Oha!
Revelio.
That's a cool dream. I used one of your feathers. Yeah. I guess this is really the astronomy tower.
How
Yep.
nice to see you, my young friend.
Greetings. Go even more up. Oh, this building is huge, huh? That's a nice table. Hello. You can't talk to her. Ach. It's locked.
Revelio.
It's locked. Not fair. What's that? Pick up. My dear Satyavati, you will be pleased to hear that I received word from my contacts at Cambridge, who conceded that they had in fact been incorrect in their understanding of meteor showers. It seems that an Irish astronomer and British astronomer both built upon the work done by an Italian astronomer. All muggles, mind you, as far as I know, to propose calculating the position of the dust at Earth's orbit and means of connecting meteor comets. Okay, right. Do we not talk so? Okay. Brilliant, really? One can only imagine what they might do with an enchanted telescope. Frustratingly, in my correspondence, I did feel that I had to continue using the pseudonym for my days as a gentleman scholar. Whilst I still find it rather exciting to have a secret identity, the reason irks me. I am so looking forward to our trip later this year to Yantar Mantar. I miss you, dear sister. Give me a second, I have to check the cats. Be right back. So, I'm back. So. Ah yeah, this ones we also don't know how to open yet.
Revelio.
Huh. Na gut. But the good thing is we can now port here and don't have to walk
Handy
back.
resource indeed, your field guide.
She's really talkative. This Flo lady. Okay. We can go at this. Also this castle is a real castle. It's like a game in the game. Oh, a chimney.
Revelio.
Watch your Breath of the Wild playlist all night and day. Thank you. I fixed the playlist. Thank you for letting me know, Quantatech, that I forgot to add these 2 videos. I added the 2 videos and did also reorder everything. Thank you very much. Okay, we can go even more. Can we watch here through? Ah, too bad. It would be cool if we could have watched through the telescope, oder? Oh, we can't touch the bird. Bad. Does this game have a photo modus, by the way? That's an important question. No one told me. Is there a photo modus? Oh no. Needed petable out. Yeah, I did not find. Yeah, also I did also not see, but would have been nice to have a really pretty photo modus, oder?
Revelio.
Guess it's all part of the. There's a chest. I think it's all part of the astronomy tower still. Oh, I found 54 gold. Soon we will be rich. Oh. Okay. Because usually the students have to sleep, right? They're not allowed to leave the common rooms after specific time. Or you found gold. Yeah, I found gold. It's not like I stole gold. I found gold. There's no music. It's kaputt. Music is sleeping too. Really pretty. Also the castle is really, really nice made. Defense against the dark arts. Oh, oh. Coming. Whee. Do, 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 do. Music is back. Do, 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 do,
Revelio.
do, 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 do. Hallo. Wait. Yeah, I know, also, but it's annoying, right? If you have to do it by hand every time you want to make a picture, that's a bit annoying. so, or you play all the time without a HUD. That would be also option.
Professor.
But good point, thank you.
I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Hello, Dino. Who's the best professor? Oh, we did not meet yet everyone. So we meet him. We met him at the start. Then we had the guy, the other guy, yeah. and the other one. But I can't give you any reported. I don't even know all the names. Oh, I don't know. Pick up. Professor Fig. As if my schedule wasn't congested enough, the Ministry has charged me with arranging the rather inconvenient arrival of a new student at Hogwarts. A 5th year, if you can believe. Professor Weasley insists that they will need an escort and mentor to help them acclimatize before term begins. I've assigned the task to you. Please see Professor Weasley for details. Professor Phineas Nigellus Black. Ja. So if you ask about Harry Potter, I liked always Yeah, it's difficult. I like Dumbledore. But I also liked most of the teachers. I think what I would not have liked would have been the I don't remember her name. The lady who looks in tea mugs and stuff like that. Also that was something which I knew I would also not like, yeah. So, and she was too nebulous for me with her attitude. Yeah, so she would have not been my favorite, no.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Yeah, Hagrid was nice. Okay, so we have to go now. McGonagall, yeah, she was great. I also liked her. She had a nice integrity. She was strict, but also not too strict. Had her heart on the right place. Yeah, I liked her also. She was a great teacher. Naja, Dumbledore was a professor for many, many years, oder? Before he got to be so which way we have to go?
Revelio.
Ah, a rhinoceros skeleton. I'm on the right track.
Ah. Okay, this was the thing we had to find. Okay. Okay. Gut.
I believe we...
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell.
Oh, fire, my
handy
friend.
for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio.
Thank you for the follow.
You know where to find me once you've finished.
Win 2 rounds of crossed wands. Complete a round of spell combination practice with Lucan Brattleby. Fire! Fire! Let's burn Hogwarts!
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
Set fire to everything. We burn! Yes! Burn! Burn, burn, burn! Oh, we have to also find the... Okay, can we see that? We have to find... Wait, this has to go here. And then... Magnificent Staircase of Hogwarts. Numerous gobstones are hidden around the castle. She said that the other students hid them out of her reach. Okay. That one? Oh, what did I do now? Let's wait. I did not do something. Wait. Looks as I'm supposed to find a dragon fountain. The tree in the background makes me think that it's in the courtyard. The door behind it has been circled. Find a second landmark from Arthur's treasure map. On the map. The Daring keys. We go here, maybe? We just port? Travel, so. No, Dino. I don't even have a broom yet.
I'd better keep an eye on
Also
high
we
places
got
around the
one.
school for Zenobia's gobstones.
I got one from the pre-order version,
You
which
can't
I have.
imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
I don't know if you see that. I have one from the pre-order version, what we have. But I'm so early in the game. I mean, we played now 4 hours. So I can't fly, yeah? So I don't have a broom, I can't fly. We can only walk so far. So I'm really sorry. Why wouldn't they teach you how to summon water first? That's a good question.
There's the fountain. I'm getting closer.
Find the treasure. Seems,
Revelio.
I should look for a stairwell going up. Oh, who are you?
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
Hello, Nelly. You seem excited about something.
The Daedalian keys are back.
The
What?
what keys?
The Daedalian keys. Surely you've seen them flying about.
What?
Rumour is that a former headmistress, Professor Mole, conjured them to protect the contents of certain locked cabinets years ago. Professor Black couldn't be bothered to disenchant the keys, and they appear every few years. You should try to catch one.
Why would I do that?
Each key will lead you to a locked cabinet somewhere in the castle. If you can manage to get the key into the cabinet lock, not an easy task, you may find a reward.
Ah, I think it's the thingies which we saw, oder? This wooden cabinets? We saw some, but we could not open them. Maybe that's are the ones?
Surely you will be trying to complete the challenge as well.
I've tried, and I can't even get past the first cabinets. Perhaps you'll have better luck. I'd love to know what's in the cabinets.
Why would Professor Mole conjure flying keys?
What I heard is that it had something to do with keeping Peeves out of things. But that may or may not be true. He's a poltergeist. I thought they could go almost anywhere.
Ein Poltergeist. So, ein Poltergeist, ja.
Perhaps I'll give it a go.
I hope you do. In fact, I think I heard one of the keys in the astronomy tower.
Oh, come on.
You should listen for them.
We just
I hope you
were
follow
in
a
that
few
tower.
keys at least. If you manage to open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find, if anything.
Really, we just did visit the whole tower and it exploded. But we can now port at least. At least that's something.
Revelio.
There are birds. But is there... There are not any of the
I'd
marbles.
better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Yeah, I look for the stones, but I don't see any. Do you see any stones?
Askir.
Okay, and it said we need to get some stairs and go upstairs, yeah? Okay. Can we watch again? The quest? Wait. Find the third landmark. Can I see it again? How it looks like? Huh. I don't remember how the picture looked like. I know it was here. And then there was something behind. I think.
Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Oh, it's also close. Go in your inventory. Ah, okay, it's not in the quest. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. That's good to know. Just the main door behind the tree. Okay. I thought we have to go upstairs somewhere. Thank you very much. Okay. So that's 3. That door. Okay. And then? And then? And then? Then I don't know. We have this one. This. We go now through the door. We have to find the picture. Is it a picture? A picture? With a house? I think it's a picture. Wait. Nee, it didn't come from here. It came from here, oder? Ja, we came from here.
Revelio.
It's closed here. Mm-hmm. Oh,
This
there's
stairwell looks promising.
Oh.
Lumos.
Okay, this is another one. Plant and some swings. Does you mean down? This top.
Revelio.
I think it's upstairs, oder? I may have to find this place too.
I've been meaning to ask you.
This looks like the portrait from the map. Now where's the treasure?
Oh, here. This one. That is.
Accio.
Oh!
There was a doorway hidden within the
do,
portrait.
do.
I wonder what came of Arthur's search.
Thank you guys for helping. Okay, now we have to find the moth. Did find? We did find this one, oder? Okay, we did find this one. Oh. I don't remember from where we got this one. I thought we unlocked this one. Sonko's Chief Prankster Code. That's the one from Twitch Drops? The Merlin code? Did you solve the riddle or did the character help you? Boss. What's that? We moved that?
Accio.
Nee.
Levioso.
No. Can we do now? I don't know.
Reparo. Accio. Levioso.
No idea. I can, yeah. I don't know. Use Actio on a floating object you can... Ach so.
Askir.
Oh! Ah! I had no clue. Thank you. Now we can pull it wherever we want. Oh. Ah, so, and see this one. This is ones where we have to find these keys, which we talked about. Yeah. Now launch it on teachers. Thank you, Renew. But don't ask me where this one is. I forgot. I really dislike that. If I don't let you solve riddles, they should not just place any. Maybe you can turn it off if you dislike it, CP. I did not find it disturbing. I found it fine. I still had to look myself and find the place. So I did not even know where to go. I went the wrong way. So, but maybe you can turn it off if you dislike it. I don't know. Yeah, but what can we do with this chest? Or with this box? Huh, good question. I don't know. As we have the box. No clue what we can do with that one. It's locked.
Revelio.
Oh, what is this room? Oh, music room again. These are frogs. See? They're making music. And each of them has a little pillow.
Revelio.
Frog core. Here perch the slimy yet symphonic frogs that comprise the Hogwarts frog core. These magical amphibians can sing in 6-part harmony and hold a pitch better than most humans. Now you know it. That's really cool. Oh, nein. Oh, it's again this chest. Ah. Oh.
Revelio.
Ah. Okay, I think just a mistake. There's the light coming through. Oh, and I did walk away from the moth thingy, huh? Like, oh. Scorch marks. Allegedly, the location of the first known instance of an arguable successful casting of Bombarda. Date unknown, caster unidentified. Okay. Ah, so, see? Oh, yeah. Someone got their, smashed against the wall. I think it's me.
Revelio.
Goblin artifact. Horns like this were used by goblins during the 1612 Goblin Rebellion to rally troops and generally annoy witches and wizards. This horn was discovered in the aftermath of the rebellion behind the Hogshead Inn, with a wedge of gorgonzola stuffed inside, presumably to mute it. Okay.
Revelio.
I'm getting lost again. Ah, so now we are here. Oder? Now we are here. Oh, did you see this place, by the way? Did we miss it? Plant and swings. Ah, yeah, the bells. We already were here.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Hermine is a pro. Ja. Hermine. In German she's not called Hermione. She's called Hermine. How you write it? Hermine. Okay, so we need to find this place. Is it not? He was nothing, oder? He was not a sphinx or stuff like that.
Revelio.
Ah, no clue about this box. And I don't see. Also locked. I thought maybe here we have to find the moth. I don't know. But this place is just huge. I will never find back. Here's also one of these key thingies. I will never find back. Ah, here we are. Back. Oh, I already was here. I was here. I remember the dragon. That's not where we want to go. Oh, there's something. Missed it last time.
Revelio.
This particular urn is rumored to have once borne the inscription Pioneer in Dragon Taming. Should not have started with Hungarian horntail. Yeah. Hungarian horntails are quite aggressive. Not the best and easiest dragon class. This broken boom belonged to Selene Watnaby, and it is rumored to be all that remains after she insisted on demonstrating her experimental lunar apparition charm to fellow third years. No one knows if she succeeded. Oh nein. Oh je. Riddles don't have help. This is treasure hunt, and the jar only tell you that you have found the right spot to search. Send this remembered lots for myself. I was exploring the castle. It's so big, oder?
Revelio.
Wooden cat. This wooden statue bears the likeness of Pangur Don, fearless feline mouse hunter and devoted study companion. Here. Okay, I don't know. Also usually these places are not so far away, oder? From the also when you find the riddle thingy.
I performed a knee reversal on a set. It was an utter triumph.
Oder? Did you see a small moth? What's the music plays? This place is a museum. Yeah. Yeah. And because of, this many slots, I said it would be nice if you could make markers on the map. So that I maybe then know, aha, there's a chest which I still have to open, or here, like this box where I have no clue what to do with that. Can we make...
Reparo.
Okay.
Levioso.
No, can't I make Levioso when I'm on that? Oh, I can do that. Now? I'm stuck. Wait, can we go on the cupboard? Okay. But I also don't know why we would do that. I don't see there anything in particular which is interesting. Yet. Okay, but we still need to find that one. The carpet? But the Sphinx is really a special thing, oder? And I don't remember that I have seen that at all. You? Did you see a Sphinx somewhere? Sphinx, carpet, flower pot. I mean, it's really, really special. Seems like you have to go to Egypt. See. And usually the spots are not so far away. Book your tickets now. Yeah, I always wanted to go to Egypt. But so far I never made it. But I always wanted to do that. Hmm. There we came. Huh. Okay, I don't know.
Revelio.
We will delay that then. Just don't bath in the Nile. Nee, that would be not a good idea to do that. Indeed. Okay, we have to... Maybe Professor Hackett. He gave me a list of things to do. Okay, we can go to the trees. The keys. And go to the astronomy tower, oder? And now we can port to that place. Maybe look outside for large windows. Was there a large window? Yeah, the Nile is really full of pests. You should not swim there, indeed. That is true.
Revelio.
You think outside it is? There? There? Was it there? Where was it? Where did you see a Sphinx? There was another door? Yeah, but it's closed. I can't open it. It's locked. It's closed.
Revelio.
Are you supposed to moth? Right. There. I see. But I can't go here. It's closed. It's true. It's shut. See? Can't enter this room. Not from this side, at least. Later. Hello, Mora. Yeah, I know. But you know, we are smart. Our character's a big noob. he does not know anything. He's just a big noob cake. Seriously. I'm sorry, guys. This guy can't do anything.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
He's just a noob, you know?
Revelio.
What should we do with him? He has to learn and study first. Sorry. I'm sorry. This thingies again. Yeah, okay. Let's now be smart and port. How did we make that? Here? Open quest log. Change map. Astronomy wing. Can I just port there? No, port? Ah. Gotta eat your vegetables to go smart. That's the game over. Ja. I put today into my meal bell pepper, spring onions, pak choy, garlic, champignons, a carrot.
A Daedalian key?
Yeah.
I wonder where it might lead me.
Wait. I'm a seeker.
Accio.
Where is it?
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Ach, don't talk so much. Where did the key go? Is it like the keys we saw in the movies, oder? Did it go back up? Or it went down, oder? Go here.
Revelio.
Ach, hier. Oh, lol.
There's
Thank
the
you.
cabinet. How do I get this key in there?
The key looks so cool, oder? Is it not pretty? Look at it. Okay. Slap? Oh! I'm sorry. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Oh god. Bookie. I'm so sorry. We have to slap it at the right spot or what?
Yes.
Ha! Ha! First try.
An old coin. Perhaps Nellie knows what it means.
There you go. First try, yeah? One of his wings? Yeah. You remember in the first movie? When they also did have to get the keys? And the key with the most broken wings was the right one. Hmm. Profi, ja.
I've always said that travel broadens.
Oh, if you have to walk far. Oh, just stay here for the music.
I'm sorry.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Hello, Nellie. I managed to get a Daedalian key into its lock.
Brilliant! What did you find in the cabinet?
A curious token of some sort.
Looks like a Gryffindor house token. I bet it unlocks our house chest.
What?
I call them house chests. I've seen the one in our common room and heard there are also in the other common rooms. Keep an eye out.
Huh?
I do hope you continue on. For so much effort, the prize must be something grand.
I should see this through and find the Gryffindor house chest.
Okay. Yeah, that would be easy to find, oder? Okay. Now we have that. Return to Arthur Plumley. Locate on map. Where is he? We are here and we have to go there. No, I'm not sure if porting helps so much because I feel like I'm getting lost anyway. But okay. But I know many people who play the game
Revelio.
without porting and without any HUD element. So if you want to do that, you can also turn everything off. Here was the guy, oder? Oh, what happened here? This Peevis. Hello.
Made any progress with your treasure?
Hello, Arthur. Thought you might like to know that my map led to a doorway hidden within a portrait.
Oh, how clever! Mine led to the boathouse. Barely found the treasure before I saw the headmaster coming. He shooed me out of there, but not before I got a few galleons richer. What did you find?
I found what I believe is an authentic historian's uniform.
Oh, that's lucky. Seems as though we both had success. Glad I enlisted you to join me. Well, on to the next Hogwarts mystery. Wonder if a quick rummage round Weasley's office might yield anything interesting.
11 now. Okay. Good. Now talk to Lucan Battlebree. Make that, yeah? Get on map. Clock Tower Courtyard. We don't have that yet. And we don't have the... Okay, we are missing here lots of stuff. Oh, Gryffindor common room. Yeah, we can go here. Because we anyway have to find a chest, oder? To play without HUD. Nice. Why not?
Revelio.
Oh, this is the chest, oder?
This must be my house chest. I just need to insert the token. Seems I'll need to find more house tokens if I'm to open this.
Oh!
Quite a few by the look of it.
Oh my god. Yeah, there are a lot of tokens. Ui, 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 ui.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Stop talking. Mein Gott. He has to talk all the time, oder?
Melon's beard. I was in the midst of a lovely...
I'm sorry, we just woke her up. Tokens are like plates, yeah. Gigantic tokens, yeah. This key guide to the quest. Mostly I got lost in exploring the area part. Yeah, that's true. Also, since the building is so huge, I also would get lost all the time. They're making a concert again.
Come, students, listen to the art we are about to produce for the pleasure of your ears.
Oh, can we make that?
Accio. Lumos.
I'm truly sorry.
Revelio.
Get away from me.
Levioso. Reparo. Lumos. Lumos. Protego.
Na gut. I can't do anything yet. One NPC we don't want to chat to is the most chatty one, the flu lady. Oh, first time here.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Greetings.
Levioso.
Hallo. Wait. So, you have to wait that the people show up at the right time. Oh yeah. Nice.
Revelio.
Door. Another door. Please. Wait, gleich Loot? Ja. The Well of Four Beasts. Some students believe that a wish made over the Well of Four Beasts, whether near the Testral, Griffin, Chimera, or Hippogriff, will come true for one who has gained the trust of any of the four. Good. Building is small compared to the other areas.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Na gut, we will go back. Before we start now this place, we will go back and wait, yeah? Can you jump into the well? We can try. Can you do a spell for me? Which one? I can't do many spells yet. We can make Lumos, Reparo, Levioso, and Accio. That's it. I can't do more. There's a invisible wall. The spell skips Thursday, instantly makes tomorrow Friday. Friday evening you would have to have. I think how it works. See? Here, you go on the spot where you find this golden thingy and say wait. Then suddenly it's Friday evening. See?
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I seem to have a knack for dueling.
Then you've come to the right place.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Okay.
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Okay.
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Uh-huh. How they are mean. Break through yellow shields with control spells like the levitation spell Levioso. Target lock lets you track enemies without aiming. Use R to change target.
Levioso.
Expulso.
Fringo.
Aua. Ow.
Levioso. Oh, there goes my wager. Levioso. 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 Confringo. Come on. Descendo.
Oh.
Protego.
Oh, I forgot. I can make my shield, yeah?
Lumos.
You're better than that.
Levioso. Confringo.
Don't fly away now. Expulso.
Oh, oh, I'm dead. Oh, nein. Nein. Oops.
That looks painful.
Oh, nein.
Care to try another round?
Ah, okay, okay, yeah.
Yes.
I
Don't
messed
count
up.
me
I'm
out
sorry.
yet.
Brilliant.
Welcome back, my friend. Lady, thank you so much for a resubscription. Welcome back. Second month already. Thank you very much. Enjoy all the emotes. Welcome back. Thank you. How are you doing?
Levioso.
Oh.
Descendo. Protego. Divindo. Levioso. Confringo. Protego. Levioso. Lumos.
How did we... Ah! I can also use potions, yeah?
Confringo. Levioso. Is that all you've got?
Oh, what did I do now?
Levioso. Confringo.
Mind the one.
Okay,
Glad I didn't bet on
victory.
that round.
Alice surrounded.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. In fact, the second duel is ready when you are. And as a fully initiated member, you now have access to the official Crossed Wands training dummy.
Uh-huh.
Very good way to master spell combinations. Come and see me, and I'll set it up. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
In 2 rounds. Okay. We have to play again.
Glad you're back.
Can't wait to afford this game. I wish I could have gotten a pre-order so. Bastian, a human shield. Yeah, he was helping. The game is really nice so far. I can recommend it. I enjoy it.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of Crossed Wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
Yeah.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Let's go!
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get to it.
Is she just here then, or what?
Ready to get thrashed?
Oha.
Apologies in advance.
There are 3? Adept round. Breaks through wild shields with 4 spells like Summoning Charm. Accio. Ah yeah, okay, so purple, that, and the other one Levioso.
Accio. Levioso.
Don't shy away now.
Levioso. Accio.
You're better than that.
Mind the one.
Levioso. Accio. Is that all you've got? Levioso. Accio. Come on.
Protego.
Oh, there goes my wager. Levioso.
Oh. Let me go down.
Arresto moment. Levioso.
Accio.
Winner.
Reparo.
Give him what for.
How can I take this thingies? Oh.
Protego.
Okay. Oh, no. Let me go down.
Accio. Lumos.
I did Lumos.
Lumos.
Can you... Achso, nee. Achso, wait. I made something kaputt. How did I do that? I made something kaputt. But here should be... This one? How can I change my spells? Here. I did make it kaputt.
Arrest the momentum.
What to do?
Oops. You know, in all this trouble, I by accident changed my
You
spells.
did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Lumos. Accio.
Perhaps I should stick to potions.
Let me save. Okay. Why does the controller not stop? The controller does rumble since the fight. I don't know why. Pretty annoying. Stop. Maybe save and reload? Yeah. Maybe. I thought maybe I did. I don't know if you saw. I checked now. The battery is pretty low. This game needs a lot of power. So save again. Oh. Good idea. Okay. Now it's good. It's gone. Thank you, Elisera. As it tells you how long it lasts when you say, yeah, that's really true.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice.
What?
Ready to have a try now?
Actually, I might come back later.
Suit yourself. I'll be around when you're ready.
You come back later. Hurrah! Happy 3-year anniversary! Hip hip hurrah! Hallo Mora! Göso! Thank you so much for your long time support. Happy 3-year anniversary! Thank you so much. Enjoy the emotes. Boa noite. How are you doing? So wait, we have to do that? Complete a round of spell combination practice with Lucan. We have to do that. Ah, okay, na gut. We have to do that.
Hello, Lucan. I'm ready for practice.
How are you? I'm doing good, thank you. How are you and Mia?
Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
What? Cast Accio by 4 consecutive basic attacks.
Accio.
Achso.
Keep trying.
Accio.
Okay, got it. Sorry.
Excellent form.
You must play with her now? Oh, I know that. Okay, understand. Have fun. Cast Levioso by 4 attacks.
Levioso.
Good one.
Complete spell. Achso.
Levioso.
Oh. What did I do wrong? Okay, wait. Wait. So we have to...
You'll get it.
Up.
Levioso.
1, 2, 3. Up.
Accio.
1, 2, 3.
That's it. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Assignment's all finished.
Okay. Good. So which quest did we also have? Quest. The other keys? Find the remaining house tokens that are around Hogwarts. Yeah. Achso. And now we can go back to her. Then we can get Fire Spell. Reporting.
I think he was hungry.
More like he doesn't like you.
Balthazar loves me. I'm his best friend.
I would think a Puffskeen's best friend would be another Puffskeen.
But I've had him since he was tiny. He
In
doesn't
my
know
game, I
anyone
found
else.
all of
I'm
those
his
keys
friend.
except one. That last one's going to hard. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, even if you want to look it up, you would have to remember which keys you already got, right? That's also not easy. How many hours did you play the game already?
Revelio.
There's always a Bing. There's a key. Did he go? Did he go up? There was so much light. No, did not see it. I saw him flying, but then...
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you and that...
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin.
Oh, yeah.
And remember, focus on the proper wand movement.
Okay.
Concentrate and keep your wand steady.
Whee! Incendio! You've learned enough spells that you will need to equip Incendio to your spell set. To do this, you need to swap it with different spells. Spell menu.
Good work.
Use a spell or item, you must first add it to your spell set. Add Incendio now. Hover over Incendio, hold R2 and tap the corresponding face button of where you would like to place the spell. Incendio damage. Its range is short and requires you to be close to the target. The spell did significant damage and lights certain objects on fire. Enemies hit with fire-based attacks will continue to take damage for a few seconds, during which time collisions will result in incendiary bursts. Da! Level up! Heights, Panda has fire now. Fire! Fire!
Incendio!
You're getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate yourself.
I want to make fire here. Burn!
Incendio!
Setting things ablaze is certainly cathartic, isn't it?
Levioso! Incendio! Accio!
Okay. So. Let's see, there was...
Off on another adventure, are we?
Here was a key. I don't know where he went. Did he come back?
Revelio.
It was so fast. There was so much light. I did not see where the key went. Oh, who are you?
I wonder if you might be able to help me with a small, project.
You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard
Greetings.
all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
I've had some good luck.
I suppose it must seem that way. I'm not sure it's justified. It's often been a matter of circumstance.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
They can be scary.
Ugh, well, they seem innocent, but their tongues can be most disturbing.
Exactly. I wish more of our fellow students agreed with you. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskeen Dunkeen.
I'm sorry to hear that. Words can be cruel.
Thank you. Poppy keeps offering to help me in overcoming my fear, but I'm too afraid to take her up on it. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumor has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
Uh-huh.
What sort of plants should I expect in the hidden herbology corridor?
I haven't a clue. But have you seen the kinds of plants Professor Garlic grows?
No.
If the previous professor was anything like her, I'd imagine they're not exactly harmless.
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it. Come and find me if you get the proof. I shall be forever in your debt.
Venomous Velo.
Hidden herbology corridor. Sounds intriguing. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio.
We did not find any of her... Achso, this was again here. We didn't find any of her stones. Okay, where did you want to go? He went to the lock. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was hoping he comes back. Because I did not find it, yeah? Here we are now. There. One staircase. Now we go here. Click on the flag. I clicked on the name.
I swear.
Okay.
Good. I'm sure they likely hadn't heard the house call.
Revelio.
Here's the other teacher room. Okay. Toilet. We have to also find a place where we can restock our
What are you up to now?
potions. I used some potions in the duel. Oh, hello.
Ah, there you are.
Mysterious music.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckard.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Let's go!
Fig, I have work for you.
No.
Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Okay, that's it? That was the quest? Oh. Okay. I thought there will be now something else that he says, okay, in the meantime, go to blah blah blah. Get in the restricted section. I'm going to need to convince Sebastian Cello to tell me how. Never far from the fence. You have to do that? Level 3? Okay. Oh, we got some stuff, oder? I think. We got the head. Hogwarts Regalia head. Okay. And we got... Oh. Top of class scarf. Top of class ensemble. Got glasses. Ja. Oh je. And here we're missing a lot. Combat, exploration, Room of Requirement, genau. Raum der Wünsche. In German's Raum der Wünsche. I want to get this room. So, give me the room. I want to have that one. I feel like we are pretty much still at the start of the game, oder? So, I would say.
Hello there. Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased.
Just ignore this porting lady. Just we walk now. And maybe we will...
Revelio.
We will find, again, new quest giver or so. Or, in case we go outside, we maybe find some of these marbles. Hello.
Sebastian, there you are.
I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
I'm not certain.
I've never even met him. Perhaps he mistook me for another student.
If you say so. I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on at some point. You might need me. So, why were you looking for me?
I need to find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted section of the library.
He can't get it himself?
He was called away by Black at the last moment. I suppose I could wait to get a note from him, but...
You want to show some initiative.
Precisely. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
What about the librarian? Huh? Good question.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madam Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books. So do all that you can to avoid her. She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
Okay, what happens if we're getting caught?
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves, the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
Are we not sneaking?
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Oh, we are slow. New spell unlocked. Use this disillusionment. Avoid being detected in off-limit areas. Okay. Wait, we have to... So. Then... Hold. So hold and...
Silent as a grave.
Silent. Okay. Shh. Silencio. Don't Don't make so much noise, guys. Nearby adversaries will sense and then investigate suspicious behavior. Being caught by authority figures will result in quest failure. Okay. Can we save? Use this spell all the time. Okay, so it's a good one.
I shall pretend I cannot see you.
Yeah, thank you. Oh. Okay, they were talking.
Blast. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase. Damn. You told me the librarian would be gone by now. I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section. Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this? Alohomora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Alohomora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
Okay. Go fast. We need to get the key. Okay. Coming. Here. F4. Oh, he's here. Okay.
That wasn't so difficult after all.
Oh.
Now to find that book.
So.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
Revelio.
Even that Mac. Revelio. Tartan Vesco Uniform. Be careful here, the mean books, yeah? Silencio. Perfect pronunciation, Tian. Thank you. Silencio. Use basic cast while undetected to lure authority figures and enemies to a desired location. Aim mode L2 grants precision spell targeting and reveals additional spell targets. Look the door behind you. Nee.
Don't let her see you.
Eva, must we encounter students at all hours of the day and night?
Oh. Ach so. Sorry. Oh my god, you were caught. You died. That was serious. Do you have to do all again? Hopefully not. Huh?
I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll.
Okay. I see, but the door's closed again. Ach so, we see on a map. Okay, I see.
Ghost, don't let her see you.
Did it work? Ach so, oh wait. Oh, that's a good question. Thank you. Oh, that is already open. We have that. So loot is still in our possession then. Good to know. I did not know that. Thank you. Oh, there's another ghost. Yeah. Oh my god. I'm not good with sneaky stuff. Go,
Should
go.
be in the clear now.
Go.
No need for us to be skulking
Go,
about.
go fast.
So what is it you've been looking for?
Oh.
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think we'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No, we've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is
Revelio.
what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Elegant formal uniform. I'm not really good with sneaky stuff. I'm honest there. I'm usually much better when we just march in. Oder?
Revelio.
Of these chests. Oh, we can open them now. I got 500 gold. Oh, it's afraid. Oh, I'm sorry. It's afraid. Did you see that? Oh.
Secrets of the darkest arts. I'm impressed.
Okay, which means this thingies with the eyes, we have to hide ourselves and then we can open it. I still don't know how we can get this ones here, this ones.
Incendio.
That Chewbacca's? I don't know.
Revelio.
Chewbacca is later, alien. Okay. They only lock when you see you. Yeah, you are right. So because of that, they have eyes, I guess, huh? There was noise. Did we do the noise?
Levioso.
It is moon things later. After quest, okay. Oh nein!
Who have we here? Sebastian Cello and his
Oh
new
nein!
little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be.
Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Oh nein.
Don't
I'm going to tell. I'm
No.
going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
Ach so. Und wie? Warum?
Reparo.
I hate him. Yeah. Evis is tough, yeah. And riding attire. We find lots of fancy things here. Yeah, but try to remember where these Chewbacca statues are. It might be helpful later. To be honest, we already found several of them and I have no clue. So, because of that, I said last time it would be nice if you could make markers on the map so you can come back. And I think CP said if you play on PC, you can install a player-made mod, which allows you to make custom markers. Would be quite
Revelio.
Helpful.
Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room.
That's it.
Okay. Oh. Oh, there's stairs. Look. See? Ah. Yes? Ceramic mask.
Where might this lead?
The Antenum. Users can track your progress with the field guide. Should they not know about this? Yeah. The secret, you know? Ah, where are we now?
Reparo. Levioso.
So wait, Accio?
Accio.
We need fire?
Levioso.
By fire?
Incendio.
Nee, Incendio was short. Falling down. Ah. Okay, we just shoot on it, okay? No special spell, we just make a normal shoot. And it's working. Oh, do we have to fight?
Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Protego.
Oh, what's that? Oh.
Incendio. Levioso.
Your gift of ancient magic accumulates by successfully attacking or taking damage. Successful 10+ hit combos will begin generating ancient magic power-ups. Collecting these will quickly fill your ancient magic meter and recover a small amount of health. When at least one segment of your ancient magic meter is full, you can cast the devastating ancient magic attacks that deal massive damage and break shield charms. Tap L1 and R1 when you see the prompt over an enemy's head.
Revelio.
Oh, more people?
Protego. Incendio. Stupefy.
Stupefy.
Accio.
Oh nein, I forgot. Too slow.
Protego.
Stupefy.
Incendio.
Okay, Incendio is really super duper short range. Like really. Oh, whew, I almost fall down. Stupefy. Oh, there's a chest.
Revelio.
Oh, can we get a chest? Okay, Naya. Have a good night. Well and sweet dreams.
Levioso. Accio.
Do you see something? I don't see that we can hit anything. Of that one. Huh. But here is a way. There. Ah. Aha. Aha. Do 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 do. Ta-da. Heraldic Longcoat. Do 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 do. You're epic. See? Power skills. Oh nein! Oh nein! Hey! It just went away! Oh, now the chest, I have to loot it again? Was that slow? Hey, epic, super. Yeah, I'm sorry. It went so fast away. Wieso? It was really fast, oder? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, okay. Okay, I did just run. Run and jump.
This must be the way forward, But to where?
Here. Let's see. Oh. Oh. No?
Revelio.
The jump? Naja, I made it almost. Almost. Why does he not hold? He's a big noob geek. Ah, so this is going down. Come back up and we... Ah. Aha. No? Ah, so you have to hit it twice. What can we do here? Nothing? Ah, so here's a chest. Oh. Oh, here's a chest. Found a mask. Okay. Okay, so now... Good. The loot is not the same. You got some other stuff.
Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
Elegant shirt and tie uniform. Yeah. Level 9. Oh, level 21. Of nee, level 12. Oh. Oh. These are legendary. Oha! Look! Looks like we have to sell stuff soon, really? Oh. Ah. Got a new handle for our wand thing. Better. Okay. I wish that I would not have to change all the time the appearance. Ach so, now you're right. 4 slots are left. I did not even see that. Oh, thank you, yeah. Extraordinary Heraldic Longcoat. Extraordinary. Naja. Naja. You can fight about taste, right? So this one is level 13. 12, 18. Ooh, didn't see. You got some really nice dresses, huh? Yeah, go. Important decisions have to be made, right? Last one Scottish killed. Yes. You want to see that? We got it a while ago. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. So I think we have to fight now, oder? Safe. Looks good, yeah. I think most of the stuff looks nice. Okay, let's go. Looks like fighting, oder? All of them?
Levioso! Potato!
Okay. Oh nein, er war zu slow. Ah.
Stupefy.
Stupefy.
Incendio.
Oh no, the other ones.
Protego. Incendio. Levioso. Stupefy. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Oh nein. Oh. Oh nee. Oh nein. Whew. That was close. We've only one potion left.
It is a book after all.
Protego. Yeah, I clicked Protego, but not in the right mode. So. How's that thing called in English? I think in German was Denkarium. Nee, doch Denktarium, oder? I think it was. Also denken is like thinking. So.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora
Der whole
Morgana,
difference, Irene.
welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganock, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganock.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Was it yes or no? Was it yes or no from the lady?
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But
that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Okay, let's go out here.
Revelio.
Can we talk to him? Oh, oh, halt! Here, guys, I found something. Aha! Ta-da! Achso, we have to slap it again. Ah, this spooky. This spooky. I'm so sorry. Move! But I can't control it. Ach, I can... Nee, I can't move it, oder? Nee. I was slow. Come on. Move. Ah.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. First try. Ausdrucken.
Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
something else? Yes. Ah. How do we get it? Oh.
Levioso. Accio.
We need Asaro or so. We need something to put the thingies off, huh? The fire.
Incendio. Levioso.
Na gut. Batterio. Ja. Okay. Let's see, we have level 3. Turn to Professor Classroom. Find the keys. Find the hidden chamber. What? There she is. Oder? Assume that. No. Did not go there yet. Oh, we did not find many places. Back. Hit on map. Then travel. Here. There's the Dark Souls skills here. I try. Nice job on the fight. I had a hard time with that one. Yeah, we did not fight so much yet in this game. So, I need to practice a bit. So you know when to use which spell. So we're already here? Oh, nice.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look.
Show me the book too. Pages are missing. Oh dear.
Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors
using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Level 12. Almost done. Are potions left? Yeah, I hope so. See, we have only 1 potion left. So I really hope we get the chance to make that.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
That's funny.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Betty just sent you an old post requesting to meet her in Lower Hogsfield. A hamlet? Open map? This is the world map. Most of the map is covered by fog, limiting what you can see. Hamlets are small communities throughout the world. This is the hamlet Lower Hogsfield. Hamlets provide new opportunities for vendors, blue flames, side quests, and collectibles. Lower Hogsfield is located in the countryside and is the closest hamlet to Hogwarts. In reference to the school that taught them all, the inhabitants decided on the name Hogsfield. However, around the same time, the villages of Upper Hogsfield are also opted for the name Hogsfield, after Hogsmeade. Thus, an unhappy compromise was decided upon and each village added a qualifier to their name. You have to find the gobstones. Yeah. As you explore, remove fog and reveal more of the map, unveiling new opportunities like hamlets, dungeons, bandit camps, and many other locations.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Oh my god. Now we got suddenly lots to do. Let me see. So we have... attend. Okay. You have to go to the class. That I would like to do, because we need to really make potions. That would be important, right? Question mark? Meet Nettie? Question mark. Okay. Nettie wants to go without outside. Then... what does she want? Successfully avoid enemy attacks by dodge rolling. Cast Incendio on enemies 5 times. Okay. Oh, and then we get Expelliarmus. Okay. Code. Okay. Na gut, also I would say tomorrow we will go first and make here our potions. I think that's important. Then we make the stuff here what we can do. And then we go to her. Oder? Also I would say first what we can do, what we can make here in Hogwarts, and then we can go outside. Oh, here is more. Oh yeah, we have to sell first. But if we want to sell, then we have to go first in the town, I think. I don't know if we can sell anything here. Not sure if there are any traders in Hogwarts itself. I don't know. Yeah, but we did good progress today. Ist auch safe, oder? I did. Okay, good. Okay. But we did good progress. Lots of stuff happened, but I guess that we have to... Yeah. Lots to do. Lots to do! We do your hosting, and then we go now to sleep, and then I will be back tomorrow. Continue. It was great. We did really lots of cool stuff. But yeah, with fighting we have to practice a bit. Yeah. So my friends, thank you so much for joining. Thank you very, very much for your support. Thank you for helping without spoilers also. That's also appreciated. Thank you very much. Good night, Surrounded. Good night, Fuzzy Louie. Good night, Alien. Good night, Logan. Good night, Hexe. Good night, Mini Hexe. Good night, Elfalso. Good night, Dino. Good night, Cyrun. Good night, Quant Attack. Enjoy. Good night, Phoenix. Good night, everyone. Thank you very much for joining. Sleep well and sweet dreams. See you tomorrow. Good night, Tom Tom. Tschüss. Good night, lady. Good night. Tschüssi. Bye bye.